All right, here is a quick update on the markets. It is Wednesday, January 22nd, 11, 4, 11:14 p.m. Pacific time. So the London session has just opened. I'm following up on my trades right now on gold. I have two positions open, trades 5 and 6. So for today, it was pretty much kind of flat movement, not much action in the London and New York sessions. Although what is giving me confidence was there was during the high liquidity period, both during yesterday's London Open and the London New York overlap sessions, gold wasn't really able to sell off. In fact, we had some attempts here, but the price has been kept above 27.50. So looking at the larger time frames here, gold is approaching this resistance area from the previous high, which was 27.90. So it hasn't sold off yet. I've tightened up my stop losses, not risking anything right now on this trade, but I am curious to see if it will bounce on this Tenkan-sen in the 4-hour chart. For the 1-hour chart, most of the lines are flat. Tenkan-sen is crossed under the Kijun-sen, and the Kumo is flat. But taking this into consideration with the bigger time frame, there's no decision yet. It doesn't look like it will. It hasn't sold off yet, but hasn't broken out either. So maybe during this next day's trading, one of those two could happen. But looking at gold against the other currency pairs is very positive. This is gold against the euro. As you can see, it reached the previous high earlier this week on Tuesday, but it's had a couple days to react, but has not just yet. Same thing with gold Swiss franc. This is very bullish on the 4-hour time frame. Gold against the pound, gold against the yen, very much so. So mostly gold is doing well against all the currencies. This is gold Singapore dollar. So this is why I have some confidence thinking gold will break out against the dollar too. The dollar seems to be the strongest out of all the other currencies right now. So it may be the lagging move against gold. So I'm running profits right now. It hasn't been one-to-one, almost one-to-one risk parity on the risk that I took in terms of the open profits I have. But yeah, if it breaks out, this will be the big move I've been waiting for. I also entered a position in euro dollar just now in the open. So euro dollar, I was watching this pair for a while here, but it has been selling off ever since September, and it looks like it was trying to find support on this weekly chart around 1.04. So I'm sure parity is the main level traders are looking for. It reacted first around 1.04, but it wasn't able to get supported here, and it went a bit lower to 1.01. So right now I'm thinking this is a pushback to the previous floor here at 1.04. This also happens to be the Tenkan-sen line in the weekly chart. So the Kumo is forming right now. It's still a little bit small, but if the move happens where it goes down, this could cause, the long-term weekly and monthly trends to play out. So monthly, yeah, this is just trading sideways, but in the long term, it looks like the euro is weakening against the dollar. So if we can catch a big move like this, that would be huge. Looking at the daily chart, so yeah, this is where it's kind of bouncing along this descending trend line here. It had almost 3 days to react against the previous 1.4 level. So I took the sell as an early opportunity to get in. This is a rebound trade, not a breakout trade, but I set my stop loss up a bit higher at 1.048, risking about 0.5% of my account. That'd be 1,000 here. to see if it is able to go down in the next days or weeks here. It may take more time for this move to fully play out. It could bounce around here before going down sometime next week at the end of January. But yeah, that's why I took smaller risk on this position. Just showing this movement here in the 15-minute chart. So yeah, there was very aggressive buying at the beginning of this week, especially Monday. The price popped from 1.03 all the way up to 1.04243 area. So since then, it hasn't looked like it's going to break again. I made this attempt here yesterday in the London session, but it got sold off pretty quickly in the same session. So when I see intra-session move like this, where it goes up and then down, given the right context, it could be kind of a top or bottom, depending on which direction you're looking at. So yeah, opening of the London session, I took this trade just a few minutes ago at 11:08. So I am already running some profits, but yeah, mainly I'm looking for it to continue to sell off here in today's session. So I've somewhat constructed a synthetic gold euro position. Remember, we were looking at gold euro here. So yeah, this is looking like it's breaking out past 26.48. The reason it's synthetic is because my broker does not have XAU euro as a tradable currency pair. So instead, I've somewhat constructed a synthetic position by selling euros to buy dollars, by selling euro USD, and then buying XAU USD by selling dollars to buy gold. I wasn't intending to do it this way, but since I trailed my position in the gold trade to break even, I was looking for some other opportunities. So yeah, in terms of macro sense, this could be a theme that could play out later on in this year. So gold and dollar have been doing well in the last year. I think gold was up almost 30% from last year, January to December. And then dollar is also strong because if you follow the central banking news, most of the banks are cutting rates right now, but all sort of in lockstep. And even if the currencies are matching each other, usually the dollar will be stronger than the rest, both in cutting and hiking cycles. So yeah, it looks like okay, it's breaking a little bit more in this 2-minute time frame. So this does look good, but again, the lower time frames, 5-minute and below, I don't trust so much. So mostly I'm looking at the 15-minute time frame for euro dollar here. The moves are just a little bit more cleaner. So yeah, if in 7 minutes, if this candle is not able to react and push back, then we can have a fairly good guess it may start going down in this London session. So gold trade is trade number 5 and 6. Euro trade is trade number 7 for my trades in January here.